Hello, everyone, and welcome to what turns out to be a surprise stream of Baldur's Gate. It's going to be a short one, 1 to 2 hours. 2 hours, very, very hard ceiling. Aiming for closer to one, to be honest. But I just wanted to come out of the weekend with Chapter 5. At minimum, with Chapter 5 finished. Possibly with Chapter 6. We'll see how the stream goes. How fast we can accomplish it. But as you may recall, we left off having actually fully explored, fully side-quested the entire city of Baldur's Gate. Literally the only things left are go to Olgoth's Beard for the expansion, or go to Iron Throne headquarters for the main story. And we're going to do Iron Throne headquarters first. We're at minimum finishing Iron Throne headquarters today. I would like to do some of our return to Candlekeep in Chapter 6. Oops, spoiler alert. Yeah, we go back to Candlekeep. I'm sure that's not a surprise. We did have the entire actual keep we couldn't explore in the prologue. But, we're at the end of Chapter 5. Our first task is to to enter, clear out, find evidence of the conspiracy inside the Iron Throne headquarters. That is what we're going to do. Hey, Lone Wonder. Hey, DBZ. DBZ, I love that you're watching Prey, and now, since you're apparently coming to Prey fresh, just even above the new Resident Evils, which I loved. Like, they were fabulous, amazing, incredible horror games. Prey wasn't that scary to me, but it scratched that System Shock itch. 2017 Prey is my favorite game in at least the last 5 years. Maybe since Skyrim, if I'm being super real. Like, I loved Prey. What do you think of it? No Shodan, that's true. But you have to play it. You have to feel the vibe. It's really like you're playing a good new System Shock with all the trappings of modern gaming when you actually play it. It's just so good. I guess you haven't gotten to the end of the playthrough enough, but I always give my review at the end of the game, and my review was, like, literally 10 out of 10, cannot possibly recommend enough. I mean, sure, there are places where it could have some polish, but Prey was just so good and so much fun. I mean, that's kind of what's good about Prey's story, too. Like, Prey basically flawlessly executes all of System Shock's game mechanics, but I think it actually has a better story because there's not an unambiguous villain in Prey, not even the Typhon. Like, if you listen to what Alex says early on about how they just literally lack mirror neurons, so it's not like they're evil and choosing to harm us because they're bad. They literally don't have a choice except to harm humanity, kind of like an animal operating on instinct. Like, even the Typhon aren't bad, and I don't want to spoil the ending for DBZ, so nobody spoil the ending for DBZ, but get to the ending, and then see what you think about the Typhon. Anyway, I appreciate everybody showing up on short notice for a surprise bonus stream. I just wanted to do it. It kind of rubbed me the wrong way, not finishing Chapter 5 yesterday. No, don't skip DBZ. I mean, Prey is really worth experiencing in its entirety. It's such a good game. Alright, I think it's time to fire up our actual save, which finds us outside the Iron Throne headquarters.
Yeah!
On a mission from Duke L10. Yes, that's the right name. Duke L10, to find evidence of their involvement in the Iron Crisis. Let's go see what we can find. First floor of Iron Throne. We have generic merchants, and we have Triador.
No time to chit-chat.
Out! Away! Fly while you can! There be madness here, and I can stand it no longer. Madness in this much-lauded tower. That there be malice here, I have no doubt. But madness? Never. 2. Calm down and explain yourself, good sir, that I may understand you better. Let's go with 2. Calm down. Calm down while Saravok's acolytes practice their magic cacophony above me. I dare say not, stranger. I dare say not at all. Well, bye, Triador.
As you will.
There is a basement.
Hey!
And a guard. Welcome to the Iron Throne Citadel. Could you please state what business brings you here? 1. We have no business here, but perhaps this 100 gold would let us in anyway. 2. We've business with your leaders. We've just come from Sembia and are quite weary, so if you would just step aside, we would be grateful. 3. We're seeking employment with the Iron Throne. If you could just direct us to someone with whom we should speak, we will be on our way. 4. If I were to give you these 200 gold, would you not ask any questions and just let us in? 5. I'm here to kill all those who would associate themselves with the Iron Throne. Let's just start murdering things. Number 5. Get dead. I mean, why not? That's the end game anyway. Alright. Level 1 has no containers at all. Not going to bother with the generic merchants. Let's go to the basement. Hey, no one's supposed to be down here. State your business before I have to give you the beats. Don't get so excited. We're just checking out some wares that we bought from the Iron Throne. Stream's laggy. Shit. Let me check my cables. It isn't you. It's showing up on OBS too. Might be our fucking neighbors. They're throwing some kind of party tonight. And I know Tiff is watching Netflix downstairs because she doesn't actually like this game. We're new recruits. We're told to have a look around, so that's what we're doing. Eat steel, scum!
For the glory of Helm! As you will.
And we have some containers. 4 of them. Alright, and
You're a
2
queer
locked
fella.
ones.
I've done had enough of this.
Well, I'm glad it seems fine to you, DBZ.
Nature's servant as you direct.
What
Looks
you
like
want?
we're gonna need to knock both of these, and They're honestly both probably worth it in terms of
This
dollars.
way.
Gold and protection scrolls. I know Protag has the highest lore, so we'll pass those to him first. I need to rest anyway for another knock charge, so suppose we'll have Imoen identify the other scroll, and we'll try to rest.
My honor is my... As you will.
Cannot.
With Helm's blessing.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Find an inn. Perhaps Jobelin's Tavern will do the job. Well, I don't think so.
Yeah.
What's the one with all the fucking slimes? Might have to go rest in the Low Lantern. We'll find out. Zombie! Hello, friend. How are you? Welcome to the stream. How does this Sunday evening find you? Nope, nope, this is the Singing Tavern. Alright, good.
You want some whiskey?
Let's rest, boyo. I'm pretty good. My hockey team's tied 1-1.
Yeah.
But it is... No, tied 2-2. But it is just a preseason game. It's a game that doesn't count, but as you can probably tell by the fact that I'm wearing an Avalanche jersey,
Venturing forth.
I'm pretty agitated about the Colorado Avalanche on any given day.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Well, I'm not going to get blackout drunk like I did during the Diablo
With
playthrough.
Helm's blessing.
I'm pretty sure that's not the reason you're watching, though. I also happen to know... I have a lot of knowledge about most of the RPGs I play. And I think that's why people watch me.
This way.
And here we just have a boatload of potions. We can just stick them in the potion case and get on with our lives. This is great, because that's exactly what I want to do.
Give me yeah.
Let's go to level 2 here in the Iron Throne Tower.
With Helm's blessing.
For the dogs. Do you want me to call Gus? Do you want a Gus appearance?
I should have joined the army.
Where do you think you're going, Draton? Upstairs. Where do you think you're going? The 5th floor, Saravok asked us to deliver an important message to his acolytes. 1. Better you than me. Working with that crowd can be downright creepy some days. Creepy, are they? I'll be sure to pass that on. 2. Creepy? How do you mean? I've seen people go up there with one face and come back down with another. I don't know how else to say it. I got a keen eye for faces, I do, and I think them people going up and down know it too. Because one of them caught me looking at him, and he winked right at me, and he changed the colors of his left eye right as I was watching him. It started out a chocolate brown, but then went all quicksilver for a moment, like the mercury the mages play with, and then he was gone and out the door, laughing his high-pitched laugh. 1. Well, who are these people? 2. Well, mark my eyes now and mark them well. If they go all quicksilver when I come back down, take that dagger from your belt and gouge the offending eye from my skull quick as lightning, because it won't be my own. I don't know what's going on, but you're right. It's creepy, and had I a choice, I'd want no part of it. 1. Competition of the Iron Throne. Mostly members of the Seven Sons, Trading Coster, or the Merchants League. They have both been attempting to negotiate a tentative peace between the different economic powers in the city. I fear it's not peace they're finding, however. At least not of the type they came looking for. Something's going on upstairs, and I'd rather not think about what it could be. Something is rotten in the Iron Throne Tower, something that is cancerous and malignant and growing. Dratan, one of the tower guards, has informed me of something most dire. It seems that the throne has been inviting their competitors in the Seven Sons and the Merchants League to the tower's fifth floor, and then doing something horrible to them. Are they being turned into zombies of a sort? Are they being poisoned with a powerful drug? Are they being replaced somehow? I don't know. You fucking dimwit. We already found the doppelgangers in the Seven Sons. Whatever. Regardless, the implications are staggering and, to be honest, terrifying. I must steel myself and continue my ascent, however, for I know not what else to do. Hey, cousins. You're a Hawks fan. Well, you guys had many, many, many good years in a row. You're entering another dark period. And I feel like I can certainly empathize because when I was a child, like literally a child, when I was growing up, I became an Avs fan because it was in their era of dominance, that 96 to 2002 window. And then we have gone through a decade and a half dark age. And now, finally, 15 years later, it finally looks like we're actually good again. We had to wait a long time, so I feel you, Hawks fan. But by the same token, you guys got 3 cups in 6 years. I don't feel too bad that you're rebuilding now. Hey, Karis, how are you, buddy? We're on floor 2 of the Iron Throne Tower.
Yeah!
Have not gotten a score update, so I assume the Avs and Wild are still tied 2-2 in our 4th preseason game. My wife was getting really distressed about how bad the Avs preseason has been so far, so I tried to tell her maybe it's going to be a mirror image, because the Avalanche season that shall not be named it feels like longer. It was truly only 3 years ago that the Avalanche were the worst team in the National Hockey League, a record worst 48-point finish at the end of the regular season. In the season that shall not be named, the Avalanche were 6-0 in the preseason. Everybody was really excited after they won all 6 exhibition games. You see how that turned out. So, I've learned that the preseason means nothing. That's true, Karis. I wouldn't quite say 100, but vis-a-vis the sickness, yeah, I'm basically back to 100%. All right, so here we are on floor 3. We're not really going to have to do much until we get to the 5th floor, but the 5th floor is, trust me, an extremely difficult battle.
As you will.
No question the hardest one we've done so far. Saravok's Acolytes, right?
I should have joined the army.
We got a guard, and we've got Mortuary, and a generic merchant. All right. Wait a moment. Could you please tell me where I could find Realtar? It's important that I speak to him. I've been given the runaround too long. Realtar's damn son, Saravok, seems to think he's in charge here. We must ask for a name before we go telling the whereabouts of Iron Throne high-ups. We have no clue, sorry. 1. I'm Mortuary, and your Iron Throne high-up answers to me. I've just arrived from Selgaunt in Symbia. The Council wishes to know how things are faring. Now tell me where I can find Realtar. Actually, we don't really know where he is at the moment. We apologize for any inconvenience we might have caused you. Realtar's in the upper offices at the moment. If you go up there, I'm sure you'll catch him. 2. Good. Finally, I get a straight answer. You there, what are you doing here? I don't recognize you. How about you just take this 100 gold and look the other way? We've business with your leaders. We've just come from Sembia and are quite weary, so if you would just step aside, we would be grateful. Calm down, we're new recruits. We just haven't got our uniforms yet. We've just come from Cormyr. With business going so well there, we have brought a large sum of surplus money from your superiors. I'm sure they wouldn't wish to be kept waiting. This is the option that lets us fight, weirdly enough. That's funny, because last I heard, the Iron Throne was banned from operating in Cormyr. Lying scum. I don't know how you've gotten this far, but you'll get no further. Die.
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Rusk!
Don't give me any lip, peasant. Do you know who I am?
Emissary Tar. At last, someone who looks like they could be of some assistance. The assorted boobs and dimwits around here have been of very little help. Of course. How may I assist you, ma'am? I'm afraid you've mistaken us for someone else. I'm Dimwit, this is my good friend Boob, and behind me you'll find Brainless and Moron. How do you do? I'm going with option 2. Fuck this lady. My apologies. She's being nice! I have a tendency of coming across as a bit gruff. It comes with the title of Chief Negotiator for the Grand Dukes, I'm afraid. You may call me Emissary Tar. Now please, if we could start over, where may I find the stairs to the 5th floor, as it seems I've lost them entirely? 1. Emissary Tar, would it be untoward of me to inquire as to the nature of your business on the 5th floor? 2. Of course, the stairs lie behind me, not far from where we now stand. 3. Please, whatever your business there may be, I urge you to reconsider. I have a bad sense about this place and would worry for your safety there. 1. It is hardly a secret. The Grand Dukes have sent me to negotiate a new treaty with Baldurs. It appears that the Merchants League and the Seven Sons have voluntarily granted the Iron Throne temporary control over their mines in order to simplify the city's supply structure and thereby strengthen the war effort. Should it come to that, I am here to ensure that we have access to that iron at a favorable price. Oh, the Avs and Wild are going to overtime. Score is 2-2. Avs are out shooting 32-21. Fuck Minnesota. The Iron Throne has been more than cooperative with us to date, and I doubt that they will change their tune now. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have no intention of being late for my negotiations. Well, all right, Emissary. My chance meeting with the Grand Duke's chief negotiator, Emissary Tar, has provided me with new clues. The Merchants League and the Seven Sons have temporarily relinquished their mines to the Iron Throne in support of the coming war effort. They may find the temporary loan becomes all too permanent. Alright, well, let's take the stairs to level 4. Bartender and merchants.
With Helm's blessing.
And
What
even
you want?
containers. Destus Gurn. Well, come here, buddy. What do you have to say? Hello, you must be the city negotiators. Let me see on the list here. Emissary Tar. Right on time, and a pleasure to meet you. My name is Destus Gurn, Assistant Chief Accountant for the Iron Throne's operations on the Sword Coast. Now, just a quick briefing on our negotiating procedures before you head on up the stairs. Baldurs will be accompanied by a board of 6 Iron Throne advisors sent to us from abroad. Zalamar Cloudwolf, Gardouche, Naaman, Diab, Asim, and Alai, all of them quite respectable men and eager to meet you. We also have a 7th member on that board today, a Mr. Lyle Espejo. He is there to ensure that things go smoothly in this time of transition. As for the agenda... 1. I'm afraid you've mistaken me for someone else. Please just let me go about my business here, too. Yes? 3. Please, Mr. Gurn, I have my own copy of the agenda and no desire to waste any more time here than necessary. If you would be so kind as to allow me to proceed upstairs to the negotiations, I would be very grateful, too. On the agenda, as you well know, are a discussion of our current offer regarding iron prices and some notes regarding the output of the new mines we have acquired. Preceding all of that, however, Mr. Espejo would like to have a few words with you about the positive change and dynamism, economic and otherwise, that he has been witness to in his recent travels through the Sword Coast region. I do not doubt that you will find it interesting, but I have taken enough of your time. Please proceed upstairs so that the negotiations may begin. It seems the Iron Throne is negotiating a treaty with the city's Grand Dukes. Is this simple treaty the key to ending all the unrest of the past season, or is it just another link in the long chain of motivations? Will money satisfy the throne's greed, or is there something more behind it all? I have so many questions. While I feel close to finding answers, I somehow doubt that they will be quite as fulfilling as I hope. Smartest thing you've said, dude. Anyway, let's check all these fourth floor bookcases. History of the North 5, Spread of Humankind, Dales and Elven Court, Chosen of Mistra. We know all these, they're just vendor trash scrolls for Imoen's scroll case. Bell in the Depths, I know I've read. Tethir, I know I've read. Shadowdale 13, Morngrim, yes, we've read that. Shadowdale 12. Cheryl and Morngrim meet and marry. This might actually be new. The implications of Kelvin Blackstaff Aronson choosing the last two lords of Shadowdale, Doust Solwood and Morngrim M. Cathra, were not lost on the Dale's powerful neighbor to the south, Cormyr. An agent was sent northward to... I have read this. This is familiar. It's fine. Shadowdale 11. Doust chooses Morngrim M. Cathra to succeed him. Read that. Shadowdale 10. Elminster moves to Shadowdale. Read that. Shadowdale 4, Omri rules in peace. I've read that. Shadowdale 3, Joadath and the Tyrist Massacre. We've read that. Chosen of Mistra, I know we've read. Alright, let's check these other rooms. Generic Merchant. Generic Merchant and
I love money. Yes, I do.
Oh snap, it's time for the 5th floor.
You want some whiskey?
Hey there, mate. Don't recognize you, which is strange, considering I know everyone here at the Iron Throne. Why don't you tell me who you are? We're merchants just out of Sembia. We're merchants just out of Cormyr. We're new recruits. We haven't been given an assignment yet. None of your business. Choose Sembia. Out of Sembia, eh? Well, if you're looking for real Tara Brunos, you won't find them here. They're off to Candlekeep for some important business. Alright, we can't rest here, apparently. That's fine, nobody's hurt, and I think all they've burned is an identify charge, but... get to the foot of the stairs and get yourself ready with all your spell buffs. Because this is by far the hardest fight we've done so far.
I care not.
Like, not even close. This is so much harder than anything else we've done. So,
By helm!
be ready.
Yes, O omnipresent authority figure.
Jahira do a bless.
Jalcales?
Vicky, protect evil.
Yes.
Protag, haste.
Cool one.
You're a queer fellow.
Minsk, nothing. Imoen, mirror image. Hey, Alex. We're doing well. You're just in time for the hardest fight we've done so far in the entire game.
What you want?
What now, I wonder?
Haste is cast. Let's do blur and mirror image on him.
Night Singer, give me power.
You've attacked? Nature's servant awaits.
Onsa?
Where to now?
Yep. I'm gone.
Valkares?
Yes.
Yes, O omnipresent authority figure. You've a task?
Night Singer, give me power.
Helm, give me strength!
Up we go.
Yeah!
Emissary Tar, Zalamar Cloudwolf, Alai, Gardouche, Naaman.
As you will.
Fear my wrath, for it is great indeed. Who dares intrude upon our negotiations? My name is Emissary Tar. I am here to negotiate an iron treaty with Thaldorn on behalf of the Grand Dukes. My name is Travis. I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions. Travis, you say? Ah, yes. Saravok warned us you might try to meddle. That meddling will stop here, however. I am quite sorry to have bothered you. Really, is this the exit? I'll just be going now. 2. And who are you to say so? I've crushed all those before you. 3. Certainly a little coin would ease your convictions a bit. A little gold to make you turn the other way. I've crushed all those before you. Those before us were fools, as you are. Those before us were weak, as you are. Those before us were not Zalamar, or Gardouche, or Naaman, or Diab, or Asim, or Alai. Those before us are dead, as you will be. So it has been decreed, so it shall be done. So orders Saravok. We got a doppelganger. No obvious mage.
For the fallen!
Hit the obvious clerics first.
My blade will cut you down. My blade will cut you down to size.
Go for the eyes, boo! Go!
For it is great indeed.
Your time is done! I need...
Damn.
As you will.
Go for the eyes! Go for the eyes, boo! Go for...
for a bit of the My blade will cut you down to size.
Right, Boo?
For the glory of Helm!
For the fallen!
Feel my wrath, for it is great indeed.
It's probably going to take a few tries. What we really need is fewer people getting confused. Okay, he's confused still.
Jalcales, now Natha. Night Singer, give me.
For sure!
My honor is my life.
For sure!
Alright, confusion wore off.
We
Die,
follow the
fuckhead.
righteous path, the path of hell.
Get dead, little bitch. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, see what we got.
Yes?
Ring, wand, minor sequencer, gold. Potions, warhammer, gold. Shield, wand, mace, bracers. Scrolls, but Protag's inventory is full. Well, we can already scribe this scroll, so let's look at this one. Minor Sequencer, Invocation, Evocation, Level 4, Range 0, Duration Permanent, Casting Time 9, Area of Effect Special, Saving Throw None. This spell allows a wizard to store two spells and activate them both at the same time from his Special Ability button. Both spells must be of 2nd level or lower. To create a sequencer, a mage must memorize not only a minor sequencer, but also the spells he intends to store in it. A sorcerer can store spells of any level for which he still has spell slots. After casting Minor Sequencer, the player will be prompted to choose the sequenced spells from those he has memorized. A sequencer lasts until activated, and once used, releases its spells immediately, no casting time. The special ability icon also disappears until the next time a sequencer is formed. A wizard can possess only one Minor Sequencer at a time, and it may not be given to other characters. Right, magic. Attaboy. A Ring of Free Action, Edventar's Gift, identified without a spell. This ring was given to the reef scavenger and hunter known only as Edventar by a group of aquatic elves long his friends. His help in routing the pirate queen Yanandra of Dambrath was instrumental in their survival, though Yanandra continues to be feared anywhere the water meets land. I don't think we use this. I think this is just vendor trash. Let me check my notes to be sure. Yep, we're not using this one. Pass that and all these potions to Imoen. ID the Warhammer. ID the medium shield. Pass the potion. Keep the wand. We're going to have to rest and identify that one. Keep the mace. Pass the bracers. These simply go in Imoen's scroll case. As very likely does that, but for now let's put away our potions. Put away the scrolls we know. ID what we can.
Helm, give me strength!
What now, I wonder?
Protag, what else we got? Mo scrolls, mo gold. Story scroll, a halberd, and even more gold. Alright, let's do all these in order. The halberd needs identifying too. All these, I think, can go in Imoen's scroll case. For later sale. Got a quick save before we try scribing a new spell. Vocalize, alteration, level 2, range touch, duration 1 turn, casting time 2, area of effect 1 spell casting creature, saving throw none. The recipient of this spell can cast spells with a verbal component without having to make any noise, so long as the casting takes place entirely within the duration of the vocalized spell. The Avalanche won in a shootout. Go boys. Only the verbal requirement of spells is deleted. The spell has no effect on other noises or speech. It simply removes the spell's verbal component. The spell is of great use when quiet is desired in spell casting or the individual has been magically silenced. Write it, son. And read the letter. I have a task for you and those you have selected. You, the first of the faithful, are to stand ground in my stead. Be assured that I would not belittle your devotion with simple guard duty. This chore is of particular interest to me, and thus to you. Travis has become a thorn in my side. I wish it removed. Do so, and you shall please me greatly. Such is your charge. Do not fail in this. Seraphoc. All right. Now let's loot the floor.
By Helm!
We won that fight easier than I thought we would. Let's explore this level now. We need to rest in order to identify stuff, but
life.
I don't want to climb the tower again, so let's explore first if we
Helm,
remotely possibly can. I already ground that other scroll. Yes, I did. Okay. There's the real emissary Tar. She did. It's probably kind of shitty of us to send her upstairs now that I think of it. Oops. Ooh. Several scrolls. From my investigations, I've learned that the true leaders of the Iron Throne are meeting within Candlekeep, my former home. I must inform Duke Eltan at once. Well, we should probably read that before we check out this last room. First, let's pass these scrolls along. I am 99% sure both my mages already have them scribed, but I just like to be certain. So it is. Alright. Now let's go to Ajantis and read the story scrolls. Real Tar. My superiors are intrigued by your proposal. I would like to discuss it further, but not through correspondence such as this. The Harpers and Zents have been very active in this region of late. It would be very unfortunate if they tried to disrupt an alliance between our two organizations. If you, Brunos, and Thaldorn were to meet with us in the safety of Candlekeep, my superiors would be much relieved. Please send a response ASAP. Tough. Father, I received your letter, and I can assure you that the mercenaries led by Travis will no longer trouble our operations. I have dealt with them personally. Before dying, they were most forthcoming in their revelations. It is, as you had surmised, they were agents of the Zentarum. I am also writing to tell you that I cannot attend the meeting at Candlekeep. Some problems have arisen with the Chill and the Black Talons. They have had trouble working with each other, and I am needed there to smooth over any dissension. I am sorry that I will not be at your side. Saravok. Alrighty. Let's check out this last bedroom. It's Thaldorn!
Hello! I don't want any trouble.
What are you doing here? Get out of this building before I call the guards. We can't do that until you answer some questions. Sure, if you want us to leave, we'll leave. 1. You're here to kill me, aren't you? You can't kill me. Do you know who I am? I'm Thaldorn, one of the leaders of the Iron Throne. 1. You're too much of a whiner. I think we're going to have to kill you. 2. Could you just tell us where the other leaders of the Iron Throne are located? If you do, we'll spare your miserable life. 3. Where can we find documents that will implicate your organization for its involvement with the bandit raids and iron shortage? Tell us, or die. Please don't hurt me. You can find everything you need with Realtar. He's the true leader of the operation. He always carries everything on his person. Am I free to go? 1. If you tell us where the leaders of the Iron Throne are located, we might let you go free. 2. Get out of here. 3. Sorry, but you're going to have to die. 1. The other leaders, Brunos and Realtar, they're at Candlekeep attending business with some benefactors from the south. Will you let me go now, please? 1. First, tell us where we can find hard evidence that could implicate your business in all of the deviltry going on along the coastway. All right. You're free to go. Or, you know too much. He's evil. He can die. No! Please, please let me live. Wow, I've never seen such a complete lack of dignity. For giving us such a good show, you're free to go. You're still a dead man, Thaldorn.
By Helm!
When we threatened Thaldorn, he told us that Realtar and Brunos, his business partners, are at Candlekeep.
Where to now?
In Finamori, you kind of did miss a lot. But basically, but nothing that's hard to recap. We found out that the Iron Throne's real leaders are in a meeting at Candlekeep. And so we have to go back to the start. Full circle, as these games often go. Candlekeep is our next destination. I think that's...
My honor is my life.
I think that's all that's significant, don't you, boys? Alright, let's head downstairs.
Camaraderie, adventure, and steel on steel. The
As
stuff
you
of
will.
legend, right, Boo?
With Helm's blessing.
We haven't even been going an hour. That's awesome.
Yeah! With Helm's blessing.
must gather your party before venturing forth.
I serve the flaming fist!
Caveman. Hello there, friends. May I have a word? Relax, I am not here to hurt you. I know you've been attacked at almost every turn, but I am an ally, true and sure. 1. What do you want, friend? I've no time for idle chatter. 2. Well met, stranger. What news do you bring? 3. And why should I believe you? You have no reason to trust me, but you also have no reason not to. Regardless, I am but a messenger. I was told by Scar to keep an eye on you, but you seem quite capable of taking care of yourselves. In any case, I think you would benefit from a visit with Scar or Duke Elton. 1. This could all be an elaborate trap. Can you prove your intent? 2. Very well, though he had better not keep me waiting. I am quite busy. 1. You really must try to calm yourself. Guards and villains may hide around many corners, but friends do as well. Just go to the Flaming Fist headquarters in the southwest quadrant of the city. Scar and Duke Elton await you there. Alright. That buys us a chance to offload before we get forcibly transported to Candlekeep. And I want to offload first. And rest and identify all my loot to boot. Let's head to the East Zone. Let's go rest for free at the Shop of Silence.
As you will.
Oh, how many more subs for another emote?
With Helm's blessing.
13. I'm at 12 out of 25.
I'll speak when I wills it, not 'cause you're proddin'.
Alright. Let's identify some stuff. Cyrus's Blade +2. This is vendor trash, but this is good vendor trash, a halberd +2. Cyrus, a white minotaur who traveled the Orzround Mountains in Termish, lived for nothing but the thrill of combat and encouraged warriors to challenge him for his magical weapon, a powerful halberd. Despite his aggressive nature, he was an honorable combatant and never slew opponents he could overpower. Cyrus met his superior only once. Excuse me. In a battle that lasted hours and had the Minotaur often fearing defeat. The contest ended when his opponent's sword broke, but Cyrus knew he likely would have been bested had it continued. He presented his weapon to the astonished man, who thereafter told of this noble creature to anyone who would listen. So, halberd +2. We got this wand to ID in Imoen's inventory. Wand of the Heavens, we've seen that before.
I'll speak when I wills it, not 'cause you're proddin'.
Let's rest again. Protection from undead. Bracers to defense, AC 7.
By Helm!
Let's rest one more
I'll
time.
speak when I wills it, not 'cause you're proddin'.
Everything's fully charged. Spellbook is properly configured. Let's offload our loot here.
Yes?
My God, we're actually done with the city. Like, I can hardly believe. It's just, every time you hit a milestone that significant, you can hardly believe you're actually there. But yeah, we're there. City of Baldur's Gate, done and done. Turn in this last quest, and we go back to Candlekeep for Chapter 6. But, as is always the case when we end a chapter, we're going to get a dream. What's our reputation? It's 14, so we're going to get the good ability.
I can bear no more. Raise your
Oh,
weapon and defend
fuck off,
yourself.
Enchantress. Are you even kidding? That was bad timing, Skippy. Yeah, no, you're not going to attack Viconia. We've been working together so well, so long. You dumb shit. It's actual racism, right? Like, Viconia has done nothing wrong ever since we recruited her, and the Enchantress is just like, die, Dark Elf! Alright, to the Flaming Fist.
With Helm's blessing.
Off-key music? I know, it's hard to say. Somebody report back to Cousins. Sounds fine in my headset. But that's only one end.
Hello there.
Alright, to the upstairs where we can speak with Duke Elton.
Yeah!
Yeah! That was to you, Lone Wonder. Alright, there's Duke Elton. Let's talk to the man.
With Helm's blessing.
Greetings, taxpayers. I am Duke Elton, commander of the Flaming Fist.
I'm glad to have you back. So what have you learned so far? 1, we didn't learn anything. 2, we came here to tell you that we no longer wish to work for you. 3, we know that any incriminating evidence would be found with Realtar, the overall leader of the Iron Throne in Baldur's Gate. He's currently supposed to be at Candlekeep on some sort of business. 4, we have a few more things to do in the city. Once we're finished, we'll come back and finish things up with the Iron Throne. 3, Realtar. Then there is only one thing to do. Travel to Candlekeep and learn what they're doing there. Whatever it is, it can't bode well for the fortunes of this city. Take this book. Without it, the Keeper of the Portal won't allow you entrance into the library. Here also is the reward money that I had promised you.
Your journey has come full circle. Duke Elton has asked that you travel back to Candlekeep, where you must spy upon the leaders of the Iron Throne. While it troubles you that such evil men now make use of the Great Library, and you wish the circumstances of your visit would be different, it will still be a pleasure to return to your former home.
Alright. And thus begins Chapter 6. Look, here's the map. As we cleared it out during the freaking prologue. We're back, boys. It's fucking nuts, isn't it? Let's make an anchor save. I want to rest.
You close your eyes tonight, and visions of Candlekeep swim into view. As you pass through the gates of the Citadel, there is a flash of memory, and you are a child of only a few seasons once more. At your side is Gorion, gray-haired even all those years ago. How old must he have been to age so little in the time since? Aged as he ever was, you still have to run to keep up with him. He has an important meeting with Ulrond, the Keeper of the Tomes. An important meeting about you. Funny, you don't remember it. As you stand outside the doors of the inner keep, you can hear the shouting from within. Gorion seldom raised his voice, though you did not care to listen to the discussions at your previous stops either. As you trace patterns in the water of a fountain, a reflection distracts you from the argument. A large raven has perched atop a stone wall and stares directly at you with huge black eyes. You stare back through the mirror of the water and are suddenly afraid to meet the bird's gaze any other way. It has claws for feet. You think to yourself, little skeletal claws. The doors of the keep suddenly swing open and Ulrund storms out. He glances at you for a moment, but looks away as he speaks. You both can stay, he sneers, but mark my words, that child will be the death of you. A flash of memory once more, and Gorion walks out of the keep as he is today, dead. You drop your gaze back to the water so as not to see. The raven is gone, but your own image remains. Your eyes are black, like those of a bird. Like father, like child, the reflection says. You wake with a yell, predictably unrested.
I love the dreams in this game. They're so terribly unsettling. If you think about actually having that fucking dream, right? Alright. Let's go Gadget Chapter 6. Because Chapter 6 goes fast, because there's nothing to explore. We've already done this. Book of Ancient Knowledge. The writing in this text is completely indecipherable and resists any such attempts at comprehension through normal magic or any other means. I don't want to waste an identify charge if it is a waste, but it's acting like an identifiable item. History of the Nether Scrolls. Well, that's horseshit. Yeah, we're not wasting an identify charge. Let's talk to the Keeper of the Portal.
Hold, travelers! Before you will be allowed entrance, you must donate a tome of great value to our libraries.
We don't have a book, but I used to live here. We have the book you require. You've met the requirements to gain entry to our most holy library. It is fine to see the child of Gorion once again within these hallowed grounds. Please have your less civilized friends refrain from causing trouble. We are very strict with the letter of the law, as you well know, Travis. I have returned to Candlekeep. I must find Realtar and expose his connection to recent events. I should head to the central keep right away. And holy shit, look, we're in Prologue Land. Right back here in Candlekeep. Oh my. Head up here to the priest's quarters. Make sure we check out anything we see along the way, but... So, obviously the tutors are gone. We're far enough into the game that it trusts us not to need tutors anymore.
Yeah!
Nothing has changed in the storehouse. We have the Temple of Ogma and the priest's quarters as we go this way. Just a priest of Ogma. Dreppin is still here. Let's have a chat with our boy.
What do you need?
Travis, I didn't think you were ever coming back. What's it like out there? It's pretty scary, Dreppin. There's more to that iron crisis than the bandits everyone always talks about. It's a lot of fun. I'm not going to be out there. I'm not going to be here for long. You should come with me when I go. It's big. I don't know how else to put it. I lived my entire life within these walls, and in the past while, I've seen 50 times as much as these walls could ever hold. It's weird, though. All that space and barely a book in it. I never realized how special Candlekeep really is. 3. Yeah, people come from all over to see the books here. All sorts of folks, too. Bards, nobles, priests, mages. Volo's even been here in Elminster, too, remember? A couple of just plain old merchants even wandered in the other day. Said they were with the Iron Throne and were here to do some business. They're still around, last I heard. Uh-huh. Into the priest quarters. We have cats and dead cats.
With Helm's blessing.
Oh shit, something locked.
You're a queer fella. I've done had enough of this.
A dagger. Yeah, at this point, I remember explaining all the loot we couldn't get out of Candlekeep and why it was useless. That remains true, just in case you're wondering.
My honor is... Yeah!
Nonetheless, let's go talk to this black-robed priest who is staring at a dead cat, because that's weird.
These walls contain the world's knowledge.
You startled me, child. What are you doing to that cat? I'm sorry, I guess I'm just going to be on my way now. 1. It died, and I am studying it. You're studying it? What is there to study? It's a dead cat. 2, that's disgusting. The bones, the muscle structure, the shape of it, how its fur lies, where its ears are placed, the length of its whiskers, the sharpness of its teeth. I must know it all, you cur. Now leave me to it. But why would you need to know that? Why would anyone? You priests have gotten a lot stranger since I left. Option 1. Must you pry so hard, you meddlesome brat? Forget the plan. I'll taste you now, I will, and study your dead flesh as I do the cat. Doppelganger.
It is useless to resist.
A doppelganger tried to kill me today, approaching in the disguise of one of the older priests. Where there's one, there must be others. I don't know which of my friends is real and which is an imposter. That was a little tougher than Shank and Carbos from the prologue.
With Helm's blessing.
Alright, let's check all these other buildings. Including the Candlekeep Inn. It's Winthrop!
With Helm's blessing.
And Revor! Hey, St. Louis.
By Moradin's hammer!
You've been away without leave, soldier. Are you expecting forgiveness? Are you expecting redemption? Well, spare me. I want 500 push-ups, and I want them now!
By Moradin's hammer!
Petulant, sniveling rat's dung, that's all you are.
By Moradin's hammer!
Chat with Winthrop.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Aye, now there's the rapscallion. Sit on the little wisp now and make every bolt count. Where are they? Call them off, Winthrop. I didn't do anything. Winthrop, you old fool. If I had an arrow for every one of these practical jokes you played on me, I don't know, I'd have a lot of arrows. Well met, my friend. You'll never take me alive. 2. Yes, you'd run me right out of the fletching business in a flash, you would. It's good to see your impish face again. Now fill me in on what it is you've been doing lately. I've been trying to get to the bottom of this metal crisis. A merchant's guild is involved somehow. Iron Throne. Do you know anything about them? I've been adventuring, Winthrop. There is a world out there, and it needs a righteous old kick in the arse every now and again, doesn't it? 1. The Iron Throne, child. Why there be no bigger or more dastardly mercantile consortium in all the Western realms. They've been barred from Cormyr for their unsavory practices, but all it's done is make them nastier. You'd best steer clear of them as long as you've still got life in ye. Yes, please, let's do rest. Oh, look at all this basic gear that we couldn't even afford when we first fired up the game. Have a garnet gem, Winthrop. Why not? Can't buy scrolls, apparently. Alright.
What you want? This way.
We're going to take glorious advantage of our ability to open things
Helm.
we couldn't in the
Give me...
prologue.
Yeah!
Not that it matters much.
By Helm! With Helm's blessing.
Yep, I am gone.
Nature's servant is good as done.
I care not. I am gone.
Yes, O omnipresent, as you direct.
And the diamond. Not bad. Alright.
My
Turn
honor
downstairs.
is with Helm's blessing.
See if,
Yeah!
see if we can sell off any of that. I don't think we can, but we will check.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Well, we can sell the jewelry. Not bad. No potions. No scrolls. I do want to check with the Priest of Ogma as well. See if he'll buy scrolls before we head back down through, you know, the rest of the prologue. Although we're not really
With
talking to
Helm's
many people
blessing.
anymore, so that makes it easier. Everyone here? Great, let's talk to the guy.
These walls contain the world's knowledge.
Mainly, can you buy my scrolls? No. Alright. In that case, let's loop through here first, clear the outer ring again. Oh, it's Hull! I mean, we should at least speak to him. We did a prologue quest for him, after all. Let's get my whole group here, just in case he's another doppelganger. Now there's a face I never thought I'd see again in a million years. When we heard about Gorian's passing, Fuller and I went out to gather his body, but you were nowhere to be seen. I don't know what you two came across that night, but Gorian died a noble death, saving you from it. That night's all a blur. We were ambushed, and he told me to run, so I did. I need your help, Hull. Thanks for taking care of his remains, Hull. I didn't have the means. Someday we'll sit down over a mug of ale, and I'll tell you about it. 2. What kind of help? Can I have one of those potions of antidote you always had on you? Or 2, what can you tell me about the Iron Throne? The Iron Throne? They're a merchant's guild, I think. Winthrop probably knows more about them than I do. On the other hand, 2 of them are in the libraries right now. They've been around for a few days now, said they had some business to conduct here. Well, thanks, buddy. Yeah, I'm on duty right now, but maybe we can share a few drinks when my shift's over. Man after my own heart. You try the doorknob, and a muffled voice from inside the barracks says, "Go away, you chimp." Okay. Well, let's look at the bunkhouse. Parda! Oh, Travis, I heard you had returned. If only it weren't in such dark times. Something is afoot in Candlekeep. There is an unvoiced panic amongst those of us who still call these haunted halls our home. You must help us, I pray you. Anything, dear Parda, just tell me how. Why the panic? What is so wrong? 2. The Watchers. Some of the Watchers are so strange now, and people that I've known and loved for years now pass me in the halls without greeting, without their usual silly story, without some discourse on their latest readings. At first I thought it was me, but it's not me, it's them. I see it in their sidelong glance. Disdain, jealousy, rivalry. These I could understand, I could make sense of. But they weren't what I saw in their beady eyes. I saw hunger, plain and simple. Now shush. No one must know that I have spoken with you. Here's my journal entry. I always suspected that old reader Parda had something of the sixth sense about him, and now I know it to be true. He has found within him the very knowledge that it has taken me far over a month of travel to acquire, that something very wrong is happening here, throughout the Sword Coast and in Baldur's Gate especially. But right now, as I scribble this, I know as well as he that whatever it is that is so wrong is presently lurking here in Candlekeep and befouling the place with its very presence. I must uproot it and scorch the vicious weed before it spreads.
With Helm's blessing.
Alright, we got a couple more prologue buildings to check out.
As
or
you
maybe
will.
just one more. The clinic. It's Fuller! And a reader.
Helm, yeah!
Jantis, I feel like even you can force this. Attaboy. Give those to Imoen for a potion case. Let's chat with the only named NPC here, Fuller.
I should have joined the army.
Well, I'll be. If this isn't someone with a tale to tell, I don't know who is. What have you been up to this past while? I don't know. I guess I just took the long route home. The Friendly Arm, Varagast, Nashkill, Baldur's Gate, killing more kobolds than you could ever imagine. Hey, you wouldn't happen to need a few rusty old short swords, would you? Because I've got tons. 3. I've been trying to get to the bottom of this metal crisis. I haven't put it all together yet, but the Iron Throne has their hand in it somehow. 3. The Iron Throne? 2 of their leaders are here right now in the Central Keep. I hope you know what you're doing, because Candlekeep isn't the place for blind accusations. Look, we'll just pretend the topic never came up, okay?
By helm!
All right, Fuller. Be a dumbass if you want to. Now it's time to check the inner
As you
ring.
will.
And then we get to actually go inside, like the one thing we couldn't do in the prologue.
Salutations. I am Catterley, a visitor of Candlekeep, like yourselves.
Pardon if I seem out of sorts, but the journey has been long and treacherous, and my labors age me so. May I inquire as to your name? I am certain I have seen your face before, but I cannot fully place it. Travis is my name, if it is any business of yours. 2. I am Travis, and I called this place home for many years. 3. I am sorry, but I don't have time to speak with you at the moment. Option 2. Still honest. Travis. Then I know you well, though you may be hard-pressed to remember. I was last here years ago and conferred with your foster father as you were off to chores. I am not much your senior, really. I am certain you tire of hearing it, and that Legion have told you the same. But Gorion was well known to me. His death has been mourned by many. I do not wish to dwell on his death. I have moved on with my life, though I cherish the memories. His death is in the past and shall remain there. I am my own person and have my own concerns. I have received sympathy from many a person I have never met before. Who was he to receive such adulation? That's a good question. 3. Simple respect is all that it is. Gorion did many good things for many people. When last I spoke with him, I was barely acquainted with his fellows myself, but those who harp do tend to keep to themselves their affiliations. He was a long-standing member, from what I understand. Likely he said nothing to you because he wished your childhood to be as normal as possible. I suppose all parents wish this, whether the child is theirs or not. I have yet to meet anyone who made claim to achieving it, though. How do you wager you have fared? As well as can be expected, though I have learned much about myself that perhaps was better left unknown. As much as I would like to continue our chat, I have important matters to attend to. Forgive me, but I must go. 1. Would that I had a gold coin for every person I have heard say such a thing. I am sure your troubles vary greatly from my own experience, but we all have trials we must overcome. We all have a side that should not see the light of day too often. What matters is how much strength you wish to let it have. Bah! Such words are better saved for classes and meditations, not for reunions. I will take my leave, though perhaps I shall see you again before I am to go. The tomes of Candlekeep are very nearly endless, and I am sure to be here for a 10-day at least. There are some within the Central Keep who wish to speak with you, so it would be wise of you to visit there sometime. Farewell, my friend. Catterley. I met an old friend of Gorion's today. Catterley was his name, and he recognized me from his previous visits to Candlekeep. He did not appear to be much older than I am, but he seemed possessed of an understanding that defies his years. I wish I'd had the time to speak with him further. Lydia! Our very first prologue quest! Her book, History of Howrua, remember?
Hello there.
Oh, why hello. Have you seen my book? Wait, no, you found that already, didn't you? Oh, I just don't know anymore. You haven't been around lately, have you? No, I haven't been back since Gorion died. Never changed, Lydia. We love you just the way you are. No, I've been out investigating the Iron Crisis. 1. Gorion! Why, yes, of course. I'm sorry. I've made a bore of myself again. Gorion was a good and wise sage, and he obviously raised you with better manners than I would have been able to. Alright. Let's check the rest of the inner ring. As fun as all the reunions are, the truly interesting parts of Chapter 6 are ahead of us, and they are going to remain until the Thursday stream, because it is time for me to end this one. We killed off Chapter 5, we got a fresh dream, and oh yes, I think I forgot to mention, our protag got a special Draw Upon Holy Might invocation pre-spell. That's the Chapter 5
with Helm's
good character special ability. So now we're able to actually enter Candlekeep. That's the bulk of Chapter 6, and that's what we're going to do next time on Let's Play Baldur's Gate. To those of you who joined me live on Twitch, thank you so much for being here. If you're new here and you enjoyed what you saw, I hope you will hit that follow button so that you can see every time we go live in the future. This will be exported to YouTube. If you're watching later on YouTube, if you liked it, hit the like button. If you didn't, feel free to hit dislike, but please leave me a comment and tell me why so I can get better. And also, I know it can be tough to catch live streams, especially when I do a bonus one like today that wasn't on the schedule. But if you subscribe to the channel, you won't miss anything. Everything makes its way to YouTube. Finally, regardless of the platform you're on, I hope you will join our Discord. The link to do so is in the Twitch channel description and the YouTube video description. The Discord is where I make official channel announcements. It's where we discuss the games you'd like to see me play, and it's where there's a fun, growing community of people who love video games just like you and me. Finally, next stream, tomorrow night, I've kind of settled into a thing where the side project is now Monday evenings, just because I like doing long streams for Baldur's Gate, because I'm still really excited about it. So tomorrow night, Monday night, we're going to go back to the side project, Alan Wake. We should pretty easily be able to finish Episode 2 of Alan Wake tomorrow night. That's going to be the plan. I hope to see most or all of the 9 of you there. Have a great Sunday night. Hope I see you tomorrow. Take care. Goodbye.